twice. And it went great.
Fantastic.
But now I have another problem. And I couldn't think of a better place to go. I need to redesign the space
All right.
and get the project on budget.
Got it.
So do you have any more advice for me?
I've seen this before. This is the most difficult method to get a project on budget, but sometimes it's the only way. Belly up to the bar, and we'll go over this together. For the sake of this exercise, we're going to assume that we've already tried to reselect less expensive fixtures on a one-to-one basis, and that savings were not enough to satisfy the goal. Reselecting fixtures is typically the easiest way to get the project on budget, but it's not always the best way to get the project on budget. Here's what we need to know before we can begin. The volume and the reflectance, how long, wide, and tall is the space, and what are the reflectances of the surfaces within that space. Typically, architectural blueprints have most of this information, but it is common that more information is needed. What are the target light levels for the space that we're redesigning? Sometimes the folks you are talking to will know, sometimes they won't. It's up to you to figure that out. If they don't specifically target light levels, it's good to ask what will be happening day to day within that space. What's the goal? Are we looking for the least amount of light fixtures possible, or are we looking for a lighting system to reduce the number of power feeds and power drops down to the bare minimum? The more you know about the project up front, the better you can redesign the space with the least amount of revisions. Once we know everything above, we can begin. In this example, I'm going to run photometric calculations. To be sure I have a good understanding and to be sure that I can portray my findings, I'm going to run a set of photometrics for the project as originally drawn. I am also going to run a set of photometrics redesigned. I run them both ways so the owners and designers can see the differences between them and so they can decide if the redesign is to their liking.
This example you're looking at here is a warehouse lit two different ways. It was originally specified with 510 30,000 lumen fixtures. We did an alternate design using 48,000 lumen fixtures, and we only needed 312 of them. It reduced the overall footprint by about 40%. That brings down the labor, brings down the fixture count. The fixture price goes up a little bit, but you need a lot less of them. Your light levels stay about the same. Your overall delivered lumens within the space are approximately the same. When you do reduce fixtures, you do run the risk of being a little spottier. The more fixtures, the more even. The less fixtures, the spottier. But overall, this was a good solution and reduced costs significantly.
Well, you've done it again. I think this is the advice I needed.
Cheers, my friend. Come back anytime. Don't forget to subscribe to KSA's YouTube channel for more over budget